Well, we made it to the power lines. We were right next to it the whole time I was doing that video right there at the end. So, the way I like to gauge busco is, if you come from the other end, everything on this end is hell. Everything on that end is pretty fun. So if you're new to busco, if you can get down the power lines, which I'm at the end, you can kind of see the deer stand thing over there in the corner. So once you get down the power lines, just go in. Just go in that way. It's a whole lot nicer over there if you got two-wheel drive and you're not looking for anything crazy aggressive. And they normally keep that maintained. What you're going to find over there is all the riffraff that likes to go back there and party, drink, throw shit by the river, and that's where all the beer cans and shit are. So, it's kind of like guys who come to ride, guys who come to party. And then you can go all the way to the other end of the hilly trail, which is just a bunch of giant bumps and trees and stuff. Hi, Kelsey. Now, I'm still in four-wheel drive and I'm still in low, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip on over to two-wheel drive. I like doing it rolling, that way the actuator, you know, isn't trying to force it out of gear. And I'm gonna sit reverse. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna sit reverse so y'all can see how much power this bitch has got. This is reverse, 4 high, or I'm sorry, 2 high. Fuck it. It rains. She'll make it rain. So, I mean, I can throw it up there to the highest part of that thing if I wanted to. Ah, turn! And she'll get it. So, I mean, it's pretty impressive. Once you floor it, you kind of preload the suspension, so it's kind of hard to kick the ass end out. Someone's having fun. She threw mud on me. I mean, I can keep up with an 800, so that tells you something. I mean, you know, does it lack a little bit of power? Do I want more? Of course. Will I keep this machine forever if it holds up durability-wise? Absolutely. Would I trade this for any Honda right now? Fuck to the no. There is no Honda that I've ridden right now that is as much fun as this bike. This bike is absolutely insane. You get so much for what you pay for. You get stuff that you can get out on this machine and go ride with confidence. You got your CVT belts here, your air intake is here, all your vent lines are right here, as well as your coolant bottle. Everything's fully sealed. Your gas tank is fully sealed. You got no carburetors to worry about, which, I mean, I know all Hondas now are fuel injected, but I mean, Honda's still running around with solid rear axles and fucking brake drums in the rear. Brake drums are a horrible fucking idea in the 70s, and they're still horrible ideas now. So, I mean, this bike, I'm still blown away with it. It still continues to impress me every second. Does it bog out a little bit sometimes? Not really. You gotta really put this bitch into something nasty before it will just start robbing power from it. Will it roost in the deep shit? Probably not. Is it fun? Gotta love those lovely Can-Am brakes. So is it fun? Abso-fucking-lutely. The 800's coming. She rides within her skill level, which is good. I mean, it's gonna turn her into a great rider. She's got the race-driven Senator pads on her, so hers doesn't sound like shit when it stops, and it stops better than the Can-Am. these brakes on this one probably aren't even going to wear out before I replace them. Now, I would recommend clutching on this bike, but overall stock, I mean, unless you really have modified stuff before and you know how you ride and you know how you want your bike set up, it's really unnecessary. But you do need to remember to put it in low when you're in the mud, especially the deep shit. And, you know, a lot of people complain about belts on, you know, automatic ATVs. You know, when you break a belt, you gotta remember two things. People have modified the shit out of their stuff, or they got 30s on a stock bike, you'll burn a belt immediately. Of course you will. If you're riding around in high and you're roosting like I just did, of course you'll break a belt. I'm expecting that. But, with that being said, if you use low and you ride it nice and you know, you don't torture the shit out of it, it'll probably run for fucking ever. The major problem with the belt is people put their bikes in goopy nasty stuff like that, and then they know they're stuck and they continue to try and get out. Buy a winch. The winch will save your belt. You will not have problems if you just pull yourself out. You're not giving up, you're saving your bike. Alright, now I'm in this sticky ass clay and I am just burying it. Oh, really burying it. Whoops. So now we were in 2 high and now we're in 4 low. And now I'm digging down and I can feel that. Now, let's try overdrive and reverse. See, it's at this point in time that I will accept my defeat and say, I'm stuck, tiger tail. So, I mean, at that point, when you're like that, I mean, if you want to ride through and beat the shit out of it, do it. But I know I'm stuck and I ain't getting out of that. It's too wet, everything's saturated, there's no traction. Back up. Put your back right tire right here in this groove, and then just back up to me. So, alright, I'm going to quit rambling. I'm going to take some more videos later. But that's pretty much my review on this. Oh, and beadlocks for the win, because I like popping tires. Later, guys.